students, today we will continue last part of this lesson, that is living world and classification of microbes. Now let's see the classification of microbes. Now students, what are the microbes? These are the microorganisms, and microorganisms are largest in number. Now we will see the classification of microorganism. Now student, as you can see here, one diagram is given of classification of microorganism. So microorganisms are divided into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Now in prokaryotes, one bacteria is there, and under the eukaryotic microorganism, protista, fungi, algae are present. Now first microorganism which we have to see is the bacteria. Now here we can see the shapes of the bacterial cell. So these all are the shape of the bacterial cell. First is coccus, it is present in a round shape. Second is cocobacillus. Third is vibrio, this is a comma shaped virus. Bacillus, rod-like virus, and spirillum, it is in spiral shape. And last is the spirochete. Now we will see more about the bacteria. The size of the bacteria is 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. Now let's see the description. Now first point is unicellular, or bacteria are unicellular independent parasitic organism. Now students, unicellular means single cell, and parasitic organism, that means they are present on the another cell, another living cells, and sometimes many bacteria together form colonies. That means many bacteria come together and they form a colonies. Bacterial cell is prokaryotic with cell wall. Now bacterial cell is prokaryotic, that means this is a cell with proper nucleus, but this bacterial cell is prokaryotic, but distinct nucleus or cell organelles are absent. That means in this bacterial cell no proper nucleus and cell organelles are present. Third is they reproduce by simple binary fission. Fourth, in favorable conditions, bacteria grow vigorously and can double their number in 20 minutes. Now, during the favorable conditions, bacteria grow very fast or quickly, and they can double in their numbers in 20 minutes. Students, here I have one picture for you to understand what is binary fission of bacteria. Now, see here, in the first step you can see a one cell with nucleus and DNA. Now after the three steps, what happens? The one cell containing nucleus and DNA will separate into the two new cells. So this is a type, this is a binary fission by which bacteria are reproduce themselves. Now next microorganism is protozoa. Okay, now see, protozoa, the size of the protozoans are approximately 200 microns. Now let's see the description. Protozoans are found in soil, fresh water and seawater. So these protozoans are present inside the soil, fresh water and seawater. Some are found in the body of the other organisms. So see, protozoans are found in the body of the other organism, and they are pathogenic. Now what is the meaning of pathogenic? Pathogenic means they can cause a disease. Second point is these are unicellular organism with eukaryotic cell. These are the single cell organism with eukaryotic cell, that means very basic type of cell. Third, there is a great variation in cell structure, organs of locomotion and modes of nutrition among protozoa. It means these among the protozoan there is a great variation is present in, that means different protozoans have different cell structure, different organs of locomotion. Locomotion is the organ which help them to movement. Next is like organs of locomotions like flagella, pseudopodia, cilia, as we have seen in the previous lecture, and modes of nutrition among protozoans. Now here these organisms, that means these protozoans, reproduce by simple cell division. Now here I have two pictures for you, one of amoeba and second is of paramecium. Now see here, in amoeba, simple cell division, that means their cell is divided simply in cells. Now see, in amoeba you can see one parent cell is single cell is there, then after in second step nucleus will divide, that means one nucleus will be divided into two, then after the division of nucleus the cytoplasm will divide, then last step the cytoplasm will separate it from the cells and two new daughter cells are formed. And in similarly in paramecium also one parent cell is divided into two new cells. First nucleus will be divided, then cytoplasm, then two new cells will be occur. Now here we have some examples of microprotozoans in the amoeba, paramecium, free living in dirty water. That means these two protozoans, paramecium and amoeba, these are living in free water, free living in dirty water. Now next example is Entamoeba histolytica. This causes amoebiasis. Next is Plasmodium vivax. So these bacteria, these protozoans can cause the disease malaria. Next is Euglena. This is autotrophic. Autotrophic means they will produce their food by own. So now next microorganism is fungi. So let's see the size of the fungi. So size of the fungi is approximately from 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. Description: first is these fungi are found on decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plants and animals. That means they are saprotrophs. Okay. Second point is these are eukaryotic organism. Now as I have told you earlier that eukaryotic organism is the organism which containing proper nucleus cell and cell organelles. Some are unicellular, some are single cell also. Single cell fungi are also present and others are visible with naked eyes. Saprotrophic, see they are saprotrophic means they absorb their food from decaying organic matter. Fourth point, they reproduce sexually and asexually by cell division or by budding. Now cell division, student, I have explained you how the cell is divided into two new cells. Now what is budding? So budding is a type of asexual reproduction in which a new organism develops from a bud. Now examples of fungi are Baker's yeast, Candida, Our fourth microorganism is algae. Now let's see the size. So size of the algae is from between 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. So these algae are aquatic, that means algae are present in water. Second is eukaryotic simple cell with distinct with not proper nucleus. Okay. Unicellular single cell autotrophic organism, that means they can produce their own food. Third is photosynthesis. See, autotrophic, that means they can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Now see, photosynthesis is carried out with the help of a chloroplast present in the cell. Now see students, chloroplast is a pigment which present in the plants, which present in the organism cells, that helps in the process of photosynthesis. Examples of algae are Chlorella and Chlamydomonas. Okay, now very few species of algae are unicellular, that means single cell, and most of them are multicellular. That means algae are unicellular also and multicellular, and they can visible with our naked eyes. Now see here I have one picture for you, that is Chlamydomonas and Chlorella. You can see see Chlorella is round in shape and Chlamydomonas having a flagella. Now students, our fifth microorganism is the viruses that can cause disease. Like at present you know the coronavirus. Okay, so size of the viruses are approximately from 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer. You can see in the picture how the viruses are damaging the cells. Okay, generally viruses are not considered as living organisms, or they are said to be organisms at the edge of living and non-living. They are studied under microbiology. Now see, we can see the description. Viruses are extremely minute. They are very small in size. That is, they are 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria. Okay, they are very smaller than bacteria, and they can be seen only with the help of electron microscope. So this electron microscope is used to see the viruses, one very minute microorganism. Okay, they are found in the form of independent particles. Virus is a long molecule of DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid, or RNA, ribonucleic acid covered by a protein coat. Now students, here I have a picture for you, that is viruses. So this is you can see a long molecule, a long type molecule. See, you can see a nucleic acid inside. The nucleic acid is present, and outside the nucleic acid a coat of protein is there, and that protein coating of protein is called as a capsid. Okay, and here a sheet is there, tail, fiber and pin is present. So this is the structure of viruses. Okay, next is viruses survive only in living plant or animal cells and produce their own protein with the help of a host cell and create their numerous replica. Now see, first virus will attack a healthy cells. Okay, these virus can attack a healthy plant or animal cell. Then there they will enter into the cell, and then they will replicate. That means they will duplicate in number, they will double in number, increase in number. Then they totally destroy the host cell. Now what is the host cell? Plant or animal cell, and become free. First they will attack the host cell, that means plant or animal cell. Then they will become free. These free viruses again infect a new cell. That means they will attack the one cell, then they destroy that cells and moving to the next cell. Now here I have a picture of active virus. See, you can see from left side, yes, from left side of how the virus is entering into the host cell. Then after the entering, it will replicate. Okay, and after replication it will leave the cell and infect the next cell. Now here some examples. See, viruses cause many diseases to plants and animals. Okay, here I have animals examples of some viruses: HIV, hepatitis B, Ebola virus, adenovirus, influenza, bacteriophage. And next picture is of tomato wilt virus. So students, I hope you all have understood what I have tried to explain. So here we have finished the first chapter, that is living organisms, living world and classification of microbes.